Step one for the main floor bathroom is to get rid of the old. So I need to work with Rob to come up with a game plan to make sure I stay within my budget.
The floor in the bathroom is another old building method where they filled up the joist space with a mortar bed. It's very hard to get out. We actually have the luxury here of being over the basement, which is unfinished. The new concrete floor in the basement might get damaged a bit. It's probably one of those things that Peter shouldn't be around for.
I bought a house for $680,000 with the intention of flipping it. The plan is to invest $130,000 on improving it. We're working on the hallway and main floor bathroom, and the plan is to put in $8,000 on improving both spaces. Sydney Newton is my real estate agent, whose opinion I respect. She's here to share with me her thoughts on what I should consider when addressing these areas.
It's such a hassle to renovate a bathroom. Buyers want to walk into a home and find the bathroom's already done. The best thing to do with this bathroom truly is to gut it and start fresh. Depending on the price point of the home and what you're going to be asking for the home really determines the level of finishes. This transitional space really needs to be left uncluttered. This closet is a real bonus closet in many ways. I think Peter should just make it super organized. Buyers get very excited over linen closets.
Rob Evans is my contractor. He's coming in to take a look at the spaces I want to work on and figure out exactly what I can do with my budget. I have a game plan for the bathroom.
Good, let me know. What's going on? What's going on?
It's, you'll be happy to hear it's all going.
Good.
You don't have to salvage
Good.
anything. But the way I'm gonna keep the cost under control, the exact same footprint.
Okay, all right.
Tub, toilet, but vanity as opposed to a pedestal sink. So I measured it out. There's at least a 30 or a 32-inch cabinet, which is pretty standard.
Full vanity.
Yep.
Okay.
And doors and probably carrying it if I hang on to the rad. But even if the rad wasn't there, I'd carry the surface right across.
I think I would keep the rad because we can box the front of that in to be quite decorative in the front of that.
So above the vanity, I would see a large rectangular mirror, which I'll source out. I like the idea of a storage cabinet or a medicine cabinet like this.
It's a small bathroom, but it's not that bad. It's usable. It's completely usable. I've seen smaller, put it that way.
Step one for the main floor bathroom is to get rid of the old. So essentially stripping away the main floor bathroom right down to its bare bones.
The floor in the bathroom is another old building method where they filled up the joist space with a mortar bed of a dry packed concrete. It's very heavy, it's very hard to get out. We actually have the luxury here of being over the basement, which is unfinished. The new concrete floor in the basement might get damaged a bit. It's probably one of those things that Peter shouldn't be around for.
That's it, I'm done. An important part of working on our main floor bathroom is selecting plumbing fixtures. Liz and I are off to one of my favorite stores, which has a huge selection of plumbing fixtures. I kind of want to keep in keeping with kind of the flavor of the house, so keeping it a little bit more vintage, even though I am completely gutting it. Generally, a vintage-inspired fixture, usually you'll see them widespread. The spout is a separate component from the actual faucets themselves. When they're really vintage, they're often labeled along the top. Sometimes you'll see porcelain elements and not just chrome. Okay, here's some great faucets as well. So this starts feeling very, very kind of vintage to me, especially that one, the nickel, which is beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
This
Oh,
is
that's good. That looks like a good size, too, if you've got that depth to consider. I like the little details here and just the little curves, so it's, not too square.
Kind of feels vintage, it kind of feels new.
Yeah.
It goes right in between.
Good, can we go for lunch now?
Sure enough, the placement of our toilet landed right on a double joist space.
Okay, has he come down here yet?
He glanced at it and sort of
And said, get Rob?
yeah, no, he said great. Then he walked away.
I'm in the process of working on my main floor bathroom. The way I'm gonna keep the cost under control, the exact same footprint.
Okay.
All right, tub, toilet, vanity. Rob and Todd have stripped the bathroom bare, down to its bare bones.
You have the luxury here of being over the basement, which is unfinished. The new concrete floor in the basement might get damaged a bit. It's probably one of those things that Peter shouldn't be around for.
Mike is my plumber, and he's here because we're set to rough in all the plumbing for the toilet, the sink, and tub and shower area.
What I'm about to do is cut a hole for the toilet flange to go through the plywood. What that's going to give me is a starting point downstairs to see where I have to run my stack and give us a basis of where the majority of the plumbing is going to be located.
Sure enough, the placement of our toilet landed right on a double joist space.
Okay, has he come down here yet?
He glanced at it and sort of
said, get Rob?
yeah, no, he said great. Then he walked away.
I think it's a bigger issue. If the toilet comes out further, I got a tub here, so he might have to relay out this bathroom. The beam that I told Jim not to hit, he unfortunately hadn't.
Yeah.
So that's where the toilet can't go. Other options are, and I hate to start doing this, but putting the tub across this way and the toilet here.
For about a second there, I did consider Rob's suggestion of reconfiguring the bathroom. I ordered the tub already. I ordered my window already, so it would have been having to replace those two.
The other options are to come off this wall, so we're right in the middle of the beam. We got to come past another 3 inches past that beam to get it kind of into here.
So it means the toilet's out much further.
Much further.
Oh, it's not that bad. And this is, it's only 24 inches. It's a little close, I will admit. I mean, I would have liked a little bit more breathe room, but it's still comfortable enough, as Rob showed us with his demonstration there.
There was a lot of talk of changing the footprint of the plumbing because of essentially what happened when I cut the initial hole through the floor for the toilet flange, so we had to pull it forward. This 3-inch pipe right here essentially is the drain for the upstairs master ensuite. So it's gonna go up inside the joist space, and once we find exactly where everything's going, we'll cut it out and put it where it needs to be.
Liz is on her way. She has a really important detail, the flooring, and tile for around the tub. So I'm curious to see what she's brought in. Those look fantastic.
I knew you'd like it.
And I've been busy as well.
You have.
This is stunning.
I love how it's elongated because we've all seen this before, the hex. I really think this is, taking it up a notch, making it a little bit more contemporary, modern today.
Feels vintage, but
Yeah.
yet it's kind of this modern shape.
Yeah.
Oh.
So again, a subway tile, just something clean,
Yeah.
white.
Now, you're gonna want the guys, I bet, to, what are you thinking, stacking them?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfectly stacked?
I think stack is, again, bringing it to more contemporary look.
Yeah. I want to do a beautiful marble countertop. So it comes solid along here, then it'll step back, run over the rad, and run over the back of the
Okay.
toilet. So it'll feel like this big, long surface that you've got.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Just disconnected all the rads so the floors can get refinished.
Okay.
In like older homes, you'll see often those kind of wrought iron, they almost look like little consoles that will go right up against the rad with a marble top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that kind of thing. What could be beautiful is if we use the same type of stone that we use
For the counter?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that Carrera marble. Then it'll give us an opportunity to do, either a great piece of artwork above it or a mirror or something.
Okay,
It
that
kind of
sounds good.
Feels like a little bit like a hall table.
For the hallway, you still want to make an impression, use every space, add details that are going to, make the potential home buyer say, oh, I love what they did here.
I'm laying out the center line in between the back wall to put my first tile in there. You want to make sure you're level, check your level all the way around the tub because that can vary slightly. So I'm using a mastic to apply the tile to the wall, basically a glue, and you just stick it on with a trowel. The trowel looks like this. It'll give you a notched pattern, and that sets the depth that the tile will go on maximum. So once that compresses, the tile sticks on it. Your spacers are another thing that make a big difference. You can do it on the floor a lot easier than you can on the wall because the tile will sag with all the weight on it. So use spacers, it makes a big difference. So as soon as the tile's set, we're gonna go ahead and grout it. It should take about 4 or 5 hours for it to set. We'll just mix up some white grout, put it on, and it'll be a brand new bathroom.
I'm glad you're keeping busy in there. You're enjoying the new tub.
You know, I'm really enjoying the work. I think it looks great.
No, it's fantastic. Originally, the thinking with stacking it was just to make it feel a little bit more contemporary, but once the flooring went in, which is stunning, I kind of felt that you either go in one direction or another. The bathroom's feeling a little bit more vintage than it is contemporary.
Yes. I think if we went with a stacked pattern, we'd end up with lines coming out here, and we'd end up with all these tiny little cut tiles in the corner, which I don't think would have looked right. I'm glad you like it, because I thought you were going to come in and say, take it down and let's do the stack pattern.
I would never do that. Not at this stage. No, it's stunning. I really love it. Today, one of the key elements, the countertop for the main floor bathroom is coming in. It's been templated and cut and polished, including the cutout for the undermount sink. Work on the main floor bathroom is starting to take shape, and it's really looking incredible. Originally, the thinking with stacking it was just to make it feel a little bit more contemporary.
I think if we went with a stacked pattern, we'd end up with lines coming out here, and we'd end up with all these tiny little cut tiles in the corner.
I'm now on the hunt for just the right marble slab for over the vanity.
Okay, Peter, this is our marble section of the stone gallery.
Gallery, that's an appropriate way to describe this section.
Try.
They're beautiful. Every slab is almost like a work of art.
Yeah, and they're each very different. And you've got some that are very linear. Even though they're all marble, they each have their own characteristics.
Yeah, love the veining in all of this. There's a lot of character in that, but I think I need something lighter. Sort of the direction I'm going with in terms of this bathroom is vintage. Not this light.
Yeah.
Something kind of along those lines is what I'm sort of thinking of.
I've got some stuff here that maybe you might want to look at. This is the Bianco Carrera that we're talking about. That might be an option.
Yeah, no, this is beautiful. This is exactly what I was thinking. It's a classic. Bianco, I know, translates to white. Why is it called Carrera?
Because it comes from Carrara, Italy. So this is actually a piece of the mountain in Carrara, Italy. Bianco Carrera has a vintage feel. If you go to Italy, a lot of the places are centuries old, and you see Bianco Carrera everywhere. And it has developed a certain patina. You know, it's beautiful, it's timeless.
Now, this is a polished finish on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which I do like, because I mean, I guess I have the option of
Honed. Yeah, this being marble, we can change or modify the finish. Granite, you can't do anything to.
The idea with honed is that then it almost looks more vintage. It looks like it's been in there for years and years and years. You know what? I'll take it polished and let sort of time do it sort of naturally as opposed to. I'm thrilled with the slab. I mean, it was kind of what I was envisioning. It's always great when you can come out and actually see what you're going to be getting, because often you'll see a 4x4 sample and it's really hard to get a sense of the actual piece. In this case, I know exactly what it's going to look like. Today, one of the key elements, the countertop for the main floor bathroom is coming in. It's been plated and cut and polished, including the cutout for the undermount sink, plus our cutout for the faucet. So the installation should be fairly straightforward. With the countertop, I opted to go with a backsplash. It's about 3 inches in height. It's also the same thickness, 3/4 inch. Adds a bit of a detail, but also protects the walls, because I chose not to tile in behind there. So part of the installation process also includes undermounting the sink, which is running a bead of silicone, supporting the sink while the adhesive sets. One of my goals for the main floor bathroom has been to improve on the storage and provide a bit more counter space than what we had here. We've got lots of storage down below for cleaning products, but you need somewhere for your toiletries. And so what I've designed using upper kitchen cabinetry are 2 medicine cabinets that are going to flank either side of the mirror that I still need to select. Upper kitchen cabinetry measures 12 inches in depth, a little large for this bathroom. So I've had it cut back similar to the way we did the base cabinet, literally in half. So we're down to about 6 inches in depth. What I've also done is gone ahead and affixed my shelves in position. They're just screwed in place. Along the back of the cabinets, you'll notice I've got a mounting rail. This is gonna make adhering it to the wall a lot easier because I can screw right through there. 2 screws along the bottom and 2 along the top. I'll take away my cabinet and that's gonna locate where I need to use my wall anchors. Sometimes people will just use the end panels just directly on the ends, but I like the idea of wrapping it right around all 4 sides so it looks very integrated and looks professionally finished. The way I'm applying that is with a combination of some construction adhesive and then about 2 screws on each panel to hold that in place. But the top and bottom construction adhesive will be enough. Now I'm ready to put on the door. What I've selected are these really great, they're frosted glass with an aluminum frame. So with the door in place, and now we've got a space that feels a lot more luxurious and has tons and tons of storage. You want to take the honors?
Yes, thank you. I do the heavy work. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Look at how beautiful we look.
Charming little porthole window. The main floor bathroom has been completely transformed. A lot of the key elements are in place, the flooring, the tiling, also the slab for the countertop.
This is actually a piece of the mountain in Carrara, Italy. This being marble, we can change or modify the finish. Granite, you can't do anything to.
We are finally at the stage where we can start working on the final elements to pull together the main floor bathroom. Rob and I are going to work on that together. Perfect, then my timing is great. I got the next gig for you.
More.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
These aren't necessarily original vintage fixtures, they're inspired by vintage fixtures, so they're reproductions essentially. This is why the projection on the countertop made sense, because otherwise you'd see all this kind of negative space back there.
You put it up, I'll cross my fingers.
That's a sight of loveliness.
Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Freshly off the press.
That's a black and white theme, but it's been dramatically
Oh, yeah.
reduced. Oh, it's perfect. It just creates that sort of hotel chic. So let's work on the alternative to a custom rad. These will be the brackets. These guys will just hover under here. You want to take the honors?
Yes, thank you. I do the heavy work. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
And then we've got the...
Well, this sort of ties in because the draperies in the other room have this as a detail. Well, that's nice. Look at how beautiful we look.
Charming little porthole window.
Exactly.
Before, the bathroom was dated and a little too busy. And now we've got a space it's calm, it's serene, it feels historical, yet modern at the same time. One of my goals was definitely to create that balance between vintage and modern. The beautiful mosaic tile that we've selected for the floor, it really brings in that vintage flavor. The subway tile feels vintage, but is modern because it is slightly more exaggerated than your standard subway format. What I'm most pleased with is how the countertop has really opened up the entire space.
I'm happy that we chose the Carrara. I think it's such a classic marble to use.
Storage in these older bathrooms is paramount. So actually putting the cabinetry above the base worked out quite well. And he's actually got a full 30-inch cabinet below. So I don't think anybody can complain about the lack of cupboard space in this bathroom.
I think the hallway previously was kind of, it was a neglected area. It was thought of as just sort of a transitional space. And now it feels more like a room unto itself in some ways. We had a linen closet, which I needed to take part of it to handle some of the mechanical issues, which gave me the opportunity then to enhance the closet. The beadboard paneling is a wonderful detail. Again, kind of feels vintage.
When you're staging closets for the open house, you want to make sure you show as much storage space as possible. We put in big baskets, lots of towels, some containers, so it really shows that here's some extra space.
This particular home is heated through radiators. So the simple idea of just a piece of, Carrara marble and some shelf brackets, I think sort of takes something that typically people will see as something to sort of have to struggle to address into something that becomes a feature. I'm hoping people will notice that really it's a luxurious bathroom. They'll notice the details, that definitely there was money spent in the right places.
I think when the potential home buyer sees the main floor bathroom, they're gonna think high-end, they're gonna think classic, clean, and that's exactly what we wanted.
My budget for the main floor bathroom and the hallway was $8,000. I did go slightly over budget. $3,000 for the plumbing and plumbing fixtures, $2,000 for the tiling and amazing tiles, $750 for the custom Carrara marble countertop, $500 for the cabinetry, another $500 for the window, $550 for the crown molding and painting, $500 for the electrical and new fixtures, $200 for the makeover of the rad and linen closet, and then finally $500 for all the styling details. So in total, $8,500, over by $500, but I think worth it. I guess I could have stayed on budget if I hadn't styled as extensively, but I think the styling has really helped to showcase and highlight all the renovating we've done. Yeah, no, I love this. Which direction do you think you'd run this?
I might even go the other way, just
this
to add
gorgeous.
the width, right? To make it seem a little bit wider.
Wider, yeah, no, definitely. The exaggerated subway tile that Liz selected is going just in and around the tub and shower area. I didn't want to go through the expense to do it around behind the toilet or behind the vanity.